You see, when it comes to relationship, a woman's phone habits can reveal everything you need to know about her. Especially if she's cheating on you, her phone becomes a tool of a secret. And her phone habits can expose everything she has been doing behind closed door or when you are not around. Number one, she constantly put her phone on silent, flight mode, or turn it off completely. And I want you to feel this because I know many men have been there before. And as a man, if you notice that every single time that you are always with your woman, she always has her phone on silent, flight mode, or completely turn it off. She is doing this not to avoid distraction or seeking peace and quietness. It's about ensuring that you don't hear or see anything she doesn't want you to see. This could be a notification, message, call from another man that she has been messing around with. And if she claims that the reason she has been doing this is to enable her focus, but does this regularly around you, she is likely hiding calls, notification, and conversation that she has been having with another man that she is messing around with. Psychologically, this is called cognitive dissonance. This is a situation whereby a person's action betrays the true inside. So in this case, she wants to keep a facade of an healthy relationship while she's busy committing to another man. And guess what? Turning her phone off is a strategy to avoid being caught. So this is a perfect scenario. Let's say as a man that you are having a good time with your woman and all of a sudden you heard her phone being turned off and you asked her why is she turning off her phone, and she answered casually, "I just want some peace." And at the same time, you felt like something doesn't feel right because this has been happening more often than not. And you wonder what could be so important on her phone that she decided to keep it hidden each time you guys are together having a good time. So one night, as she steps away, you decided to take a glance on her phone. And here is it, missed calls, hidden messages from the man she has been messing around with. And in that moment, your heart sinks because the truth you've been feared so much is right in front of you. And that's when you know that you are not just dealing with a phone, but a broken trust. Number two on how to know a cheating woman is when she gets herself involved into late night texting and calls. Late night texting and calls can be a huge red flag. As a man, you need to know this, that late night texting and calls can be a huge red flag. I will tell you why. If her phone lights up at odd hours and she dismisses it as nothing, the probability is that she is texting another man. The reason is that cheaters always feel safer when they feel that their partner is asleep, which allows them to keep their conversation hidden and secretive. This is a form of arousal theory which suggests that there is always an increased emotion during secretive late night interaction. So this exchange of emotion and interaction at night is what that fuels their relationship. So as a man, if you notice that your partner's phone always boosts at night, and it does happen regularly, the chances that she is cheating on you is very high. And trust me, if you follow her up, you will discover the mystery that she has been hiding away from you. And when you discover it, believe me, it will hit you like a tons of brick walls. Number three reason why a woman's phone habit can expose her infidelity is by if she indulges into too much social media with little to no transparency. As a man, I think this is quite very important. If the woman that you are in a relationship with is constantly posting on social media without mentioning you, or a post is full of events, dinners, and travel, but you are nowhere to be found, now it is a clear sign that she is keeping her option open and thereby crafting a public image that excludes you. Maybe perhaps to give an impression to men on social media that she is single and ready to mingle. Now, you see, this sort of behavior aligns with impression management theory, which states that people use their social media presence to control the impression others have on them. Now, if she leaves you out of the picture, it could be that she is maintaining a separate, secret lifestyle that she doesn't want you to know, and also giving other men on social media the impression that she is single and ready to mingle. Number four, she takes call to another room or outside. If your woman is constantly taking call to another room or outside, claiming that it is just a work call, that's a serious red flag. As a man, I want to let you know this, that in a trusting and honest relationship, that there is no need for a person to keep a phone calls secret or private. Psychologically, this represents avoidance behavior, a defense mechanism where an individual tries to avoid situations that provoke anxiety or guilt. By her taking her calls into another room, she's trying to prevent you from overhearing the conversation that she's having with another man, which could possibly or potentially expose her infidelity. This is about creating a physical barrier to avoid confronting the truth. A colleague of mine once told me a story of how his girlfriend usually stepped outside to answer a call. At first, he thought it was a work call, so one day he followed her outside as she took a call and overheard her laughing and speaking in a flirtatious tone with another man. And that was how he realized that she has been cheating on him for months. You see, as a man, take this as a lesson so that this will not repeat to you. Number 5, ways on how you can identify a cheating woman is by if she deletes her message and calls regularly. Now, when a woman message and call log are being cleared regularly, that is an obvious attempt to erase the traces of our communication with another man. As a man, you need to understand this, that most people don't always feel the need to obsessively delete their message, call log, unless they have something to hide. Now, this isn't about being private. It's about covering something that could potentially expose our infidelity. Now, this behavior is tied to defensive avoidance, a psychological mechanism where a person deletes an evidence or erases the past to avoid confrontation, discomfort, guilt, or the fear of being caught. She likely knows that this conversation may reveal the truth, so she goes a great length to delete them, hoping by doing so it will delete her wrongdoings. Now, a perfect example, a man that I know started noticing that his wife has been clearing her phone history. This includes her calls, messages, and WhatsApp. Then he grew suspicion. Then one day he saw her deleting some messages on her phone. And then he confronted her. After back and forth, she admitted to be texting an ex-partner. At the end, it turns out that she has been hiding her communication with this ex-partner for months. Now, as a man, if you have been seeing your woman doing this, it's not something you should ignore. It's a big red flag. Number 7, a number often becomes unreachable or unavailable. When a woman's number becomes unreachable or unavailable, especially during time when she would be normally accessible, it is worth paying attention to, especially if she frequently goes radio silent for days or hours without a reasonable explanation. It is a clear sign that attention is being divided to elsewhere, but she doesn't want you to know about it. Now, as a man, you need to pay attention to this. When a woman begins to cheat, she always reduces communication with the current partner in order to create an emotional distance. Then, at the same time, cultivating a connection with someone new. Now, this shift is always subconscious. This attempt is always to balance the two relationships without triggering suspicions from the both parties. Number 8, she guides her phone like a secret diary. Now, as a man, you have to know this. When the woman that you are dating becomes overprotective of her phone against you, that is a very serious red flag. And then again, if you check her phone while you guys are sitting down together and she snatches the phone away or quickly lock the screen and places the phone face down to the table or under the pillow, this is a clear indication that there is something on the phone that she doesn't want you to see. It could be a call from other man. It could be a message. It could be a notification. Pay more attention to this as a man when you see this in your woman's behavior.